Hi, this is Mr. Bowman again. We are continuing our vocabulary for the events leading to the American Revolution. This is part 3. So we're going to start right away. Liberty. The word liberty. Liberty means the principle of people to have the right to govern themselves. It also represents people's rights as well. So when we look at the word liberty, we commonly equate the word liberty with rights. Rights. The famous quote of Patrick Henry, "Give me liberty or give me rights or give me death." Statue of Liberty is something that is very symbolic, hence Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Rights, the Statue of Freedom, and of course the American Revolution. Monarchy. Monarchy, a government controlled by royalty, born into political leadership through heritage. Monarchies are very common. Very common, 15th, 16th, 17th centuries. Much more common than representative democracy was at the time of the American Revolution. But monarchy in today's society is very unusual, and a lot of the existing monarchies are only in title, in name and title only. They don't really have any political power at all in terms of developed countries. But in our situation with the American Revolution, we were looking at the King of England, and obviously he was an example of the monarchy, and he's also the individual that the patriots and the colonists would commonly call a tyrant, because of his supposed abuse of power from their point of view. Massacre, next word, massacre, unnecessary slaughter of a group of people by another group of people that have control. And we've had numerous events in American history labeled as a massacre. Of course, we have the Boston Massacre, that from a publicist point of view or propaganda point of view, and would be considered a massacre because there was 5 people that died, or was it a massacre from a more propagandist point of view that make it sound worse than it was? There's also massacres like Wounded Knee Massacre. You have things in American history that are more appropriately named massacres, where there's hundreds die, and several of them tragically dealt with the American Indian and the United States government massacre. Taxation, we've already gone through this one. So we are going to go past that one. Monopoly, total control of a type of industry by one person or a company, not the board game, but monopoly, total control of a type of industry. And we use this word in our unit of study right now with the American Revolution because of British government or British trade having almost total control over certain types of products and shipping, namely tea, East India Company, and that whole tea protest. In history, we've seen monopolies, of course the board game, and then Microsoft was taken to court a dozen years ago or so by their competitors, complaining that Microsoft had a monopoly on computer software, and the court system agreed. They kind of broke up Microsoft, and what we see now in the last 10 years or so is we have seen the development and rise of companies like Apple, Macintosh, Mike, any type of Macintosh stuff. Standard Oil Trust. So there is plenty of examples of monopolies. Propaganda. Propaganda is an idea or information designed to spread influence on a desired opinion. Propaganda. People want you to think of something, view something, and feel something about another item from their point of view. Propaganda. And the Sons of Liberty, patriots like Samuel Adams, John Hancock, and the like were very good propagandists. Boston Massacre in the newspaper was a prime example of propaganda. This is what I was talking about. The person that actually carved this was Paul Revere, and he is known for the ride to warn the people in the Boston countryside that the British were coming. He was also a expert silversmith, and this is an engraving of that event. People don't usually understand this whole idea about join and die. These are all different segments of the colonies. Because they're not joined or connected, they will not obviously live or survive. Unify, join the colonies together, and fight for the revolution. Revolution, overthrow a government. We've already talked about this. And that's where we're going to stop for now. That's 7 minutes more vocabulary. So we will continue and finish our journey through vocabulary of the events leading to the American Revolution, Unit 2, American History.